Hi everyone, so bad news if you were waiting for Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC, it has been pushed back to March the 24th. Now, you might remember a couple of weeks ago there were rumours that it was going to be delayed, and Rockstar's community moderators were absolutely adamant there had been no delay, everything was on track, there would be no delays, etc. They even reaffirmed their street date, going as far as to say, no, it will definitely be released on the date we intended. Turns out that was just a lie, because it has now been pushed back. So there does seem to be a big disconnect here between what was going on in Rockstar from a development point of view and what their PR marketing spin masters are up to. It does strike me that this was a case of, quick, deny everything, we need a few more pre-orders, delay, and it actually turns out to be true. Now, at the end of the day, Rockstar are on slippery slopes here. Whilst I appreciate delaying a game to make sure it is absolutely perfect, what I absolutely cannot forgive is PR and marketing people essentially lying to everybody just so they could bump those pre-order numbers for another couple of weeks. Obviously, if they'd have been honest at the time and said, oh, actually, yeah, it's going to be delayed, they would have seen those pre-orders drop off quite dramatically. Yet more dodgy behaviour from the video games industry, unfortunately. This is the kind of thing that has to stop, or you are going to destroy a lot of goodwill, Rockstar, and other companies. So, whilst Rockstar have delayed the game till March the 24th, what we do now have is the official specs required to run Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, the minimum specs are actually pretty good. An Intel quad-core processor spec'd as the Q6600 at 2.4 GHz, or AMD Phenom 9850 quad-core at 2.5 GHz, 4 GB of RAM, NVIDIA 9800 GPU or a 4870 from AMD, a sound card, and 65 gig of hard drive space. 65 gig, that is massive. The only thing I can think there is we are very much dealing with the online component as well as the obviously single player game component there as well, and that is a very, very large size. It seems to me that's much larger, I think, than we would see even on the next gen consoles from an install point of view. Now, the recommended specs, and this is really where we want to be drawing our line in the sand, are a little bit more uber. So we are looking at an Intel Core i5 3470 clocked at 3.2 GHz with 4 CPUs, or an AMD X8 FX8350 at 4 GHz, which effectively has 8 CPUs in there. Now, if you happen to be running a Core i7, don't worry, that is essentially an 8-core system, 4 cores plus 4 hyper-threaded. It will still more than compete with the AMD X8. They're also recommending 8 gig of video memory. Now, 8 gig of video memory was pretty much the standard last year for systems on sale, but that does mean that 8 gig of memory plus what Windows is taking may mean you do not have 8 gig of spare memory. So it could be that we will see 8 gig systems will work, but may not perform absolutely to top performance in comparison to a system, say, with 16 gig of RAM, where you've just got that little bit of extra overhead for Windows to take, and the game can have as much as it needs. Video card wise, we're looking at a GTX 660 with 2 gig of video memory, or an HD 7870 from AMD, also running 2 gig of memory, and also 65 gig of hard drive space being required. Now, these are pretty beefy specs. Across the board, you need a 64-bit operating system to take advantage of Grand Theft Auto 5. No surprise there, when it's requiring 8 gig of RAM. Essentially, the game engine needs to make full use of 64-bit mode if it wants to be able to move around all those textures and allocate memory correctly. So, with those specs now available, what are you thinking? Will you be picking up Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC when it finally launches on March the 24th? With heist mode, by the way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, you can pledge $1 a month on Patreon to help support the Androidizen, keeping us 100% independent. An honest opinion direct from the UK. If you pledge $1 a month, you'll be entered into our prize pool to win cool items from our review bag. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. We love to chat.